Hi, this is Jim Ritchie, CEO and co-founder of AEONrv, and I'm here to talk about one of the most controversial subjects there is in overlanding and RVing. That is, what type of toilet should you use? It's kind of a crappy subject, but really important. At AEONrv, we offer two different toilet options. First of all, we offer standard, a Thetford cassette toilet. Those have been very popular over the last few years. What a cassette toilet does is it is a small black tank, a portable black tank. Instead of a traditional RV black tank where your liquids and solids go into a single tank, mix and make sewage that you then have to dump at an RV dump station, a cassette, your urine and your solids go into a smaller tank, which you can then pull out and easily dump into a toilet at home or at a roadside stop or wherever it's legal to dump that. People like that. Now with the AEONrv, you can also take multiple Thetford tanks, so you can actually get longer time off grid. We can actually store those in our outside storage box, so you don't have to worry about smells or spillage, and then you can even go longer off grid. So that's option number one that comes standard with the AEONrv. A second option that's turned out to be very popular is what's called a urine-separating toilet. And the toilet we happen to offer is from a company called Separett. They're a Swedish company, and the toilet that we're installing is called the tiny Separett. So by urine-separating toilet, what that means is when you're using the toilet, your urine goes one direction and your solids go into a biodegradable bag, which you can use once or multiple times. And then you can just toss that bag anywhere it's okay to throw away, your solids. The nice thing about being able to throw the bag away is you can put some desiccating in the material in the bag to dry it out so it really doesn't make any smell, and you can use it one or multiple times. There's a built-in fan. We add a switch to it so you can actually vent out any smells if you're using it multiple times. So lots of flexibility how you use the toilet. You can even go longer off grid with that toilet, because you can use the bag a couple times, and you can take it out, tie it up, store it in another bag or in our outside storage box so you don't have any smells, and you can go for weeks off grid that way with your solids. Like I said, in that case, the urine is actually two options. You can have it go into a separate urine tank, which you dump separately, or what we prefer to do is we actually plumb it into the gray tank. The urine is so diluted at that point, it's not a biohazard. You can dump it almost anywhere that's safe to dump urine. Obviously we want to be good stewards of the outdoors, so don't dump it by, water sources or anything like that, or you can take it and dump it where you would normally RV dump in like an RV station. So with the AEONrv, this Thetford cassette door comes standard no matter which toilet option you go with. That's just to make it simpler for actual manufacturing, and we'll show you how that works. If you actually have the Thetford cassette, obviously this is how you access and pull out the cassette when you're ready to dump it. Very easy to operate this door. You just put your fingers there and drop the door down. In this case, you see there is no cassette here, and this is actually a tiny toilet. Some people use this to store things like gloves or whatever you may want to store. And this door also is an insulated door. It's an R7 insulated door, so no worry about any thermal transfer or anything like that because of the door. And if you don't need to use it, you can just leave it permanently locked here. So here I'm going to show how easy it is to remove the Thetford cassette. It's just under 5 gallons, and when you're ready to take it out, you just reach in here, grab this blue flap, slide it out like this. It's got a carrying handle, or even easier, you can actually put this up and then you can actually carry it and wheel it along like you would with a, carry-on luggage going to the airport. Very easy. When you're ready to actually dump it, very easy to do that as well. If you look on the top here, you've got an air release valve here, and then your main dump valve here. So you just screw this off here, put that on the ground. You may want to use gloves if it's actually been used. And then when you're ready to dump it in the toilet, you grab it like this, you put your thumb on that button, that's an air release, and just go like that and dump it into the toilet. We recommend then taking it to some clean water, rinsing it out, dumping it again, maybe even put some kind of fragrance, or what you'd put in your gray water tank if it's biodegradable, just to make it smell nice. Thetford also offers some liquids you can actually put into the tank ahead of time, which we recommend. That helps break down the solids into liquids and keeps the smell at bay. But in generally, not a smell issue if you maintain this tank correctly. Here we have the Thetford Cassette toilet. I'm going to show you how to use it. First of all, it rotates away out of the way when you're not using it. So when you want to use the toilet, you can slide it forward like this, open the lid. When you're using this toilet, like any marine style toilet, you should put some water on the seal just to keep any smells out. So there's a water flush button right there. So very easy to use. If you're standing up, you can lift this up, or if you're going to sit down on it like I'm going to show you here, very easy. Sit down on the toilet, plenty of room. Toilet paper here. When you're done with your business, lift up, and then you simply want to have this valve open, and then you can just flush it like this. Close this valve, put a little water seal on the top so no anything smelly comes back up. Close the lid, and if you want to get it out of the way, rotate it out of the way like that. Very easy to use. Now I'm going to show you how the tiny Separett toilet works. It's an option for the AEONrv. So very easy to use. You just open the lid here, and then you'll see there's an area where your solids go down and when your urine goes in the front here. So you really generally want to use this toilet by sitting on it. You can see when you sit down on it, plenty of room here to use the toilet. Get your toilet paper here. When you're ready to dump the bag, very easy. You just lift the top here, open this flap, and you can pull out the whole unit here. It's got a handle on it, and then you can just take this rim off here, pull the bag out, and dump it. Very easy. Put a new bag in, put this back on, put this back in here, and close it up, and you're good to go. I hope you've enjoyed our overview of the two toilet options with the AEONrv. The Thetford Cassette comes standard, and the urine-separating toilet, the tiny Separett, is an option. This is Jim Ritchie, CEO and co-founder of AEONrv. Reach out to sales@aeonrv.com if you have any questions, and thanks.